There's a logic to settler colonialism, and that is that you have to erase the past. You have to erase what's been done because, what's been done is violent. Israel has violently displaced the Palestinians and taken over their country. So you can't go back. So what you have to always do is start at the latest event, you see. So everything starts now with October 7th. When Guterres, the UN Secretary General, said, October 7th happened in a context, the Israelis were furious, you see, because that opens up Pandora's box. Whoa, wait a minute. Occupation, colonization, displacement, our violence towards Palestine. You don't want to get into that. So you keep that box closed. And so you start with October 7th. You saw that in the ICJ hearings. That's where the Israelis began their case, October 7th. So if it's October 7th, then we're the victims. They're the human animals. They're attacking us in the most barbaric way possible. They're the terrorists. They're the culprits. They brought on the suffering on the Palestinians that they're suffering. Now, you see, you're off the hook because, and of course, our Holocaust and being Jewish sets up this thing. We're the ultimate victims, you see, and Israel holds on to that. It weaponizes anti-Semitism. It weaponizes the Holocaust so that for Israelis, we can never be responsible. That's the point. We can never be responsible. We're always the victims. And therefore, basically, we can do anything we want to do because we have the power. Israel is one of the most powerful military powers in the world, but we have no responsibility, certainly towards Palestinians or Arabs. Settler colonialism really means something. It means when a people come to a country with the intent of taking it over, and either eliminating or erasing or driving out the local population and replacing it with their own. And like I said, replacing Palestine with Israel. That's the logic, and everything fits into that. Well, settler colonialism is unilateral. There's no conflict here. A conflict is between two sides, right? You've got two sides that fight about something, come into conflict. Now, how to resolve a conflict? Conflict resolution. You negotiate, you compromise. Well, this is a situation in which Zionism and Israel today invaded Palestine with the intent of taking it over. The Palestinians never had a fight with the Jews. They never had anything. There was never a conflict here. So you can't equate a settler colonial invasion in which the indigenous population resists the violent takeover of the country and their own erasure with a conflict that's somehow symmetrical between two sides. There aren't sides in a settler colonial conflict. There's only one side, and that's the colonizers coming in to invade and take over. And the indigenous have to, and they can never stop resisting, you see? And that's why the word conflict is not a good term, because, again, it leads to the idea, well, we have to negotiate. That's what Biden is talking about now. Now we have to really negotiate a two-state solution. Well, what are Palestinians supposed to negotiate? Their right to their homeland, the right of refugees to come back. All right, we'll negotiate only half of our refugees will come back. Our right, our patrimony to this country, our right to 78% of the country that the colonists are claiming. What exactly are we expecting the Palestinians to compromise on? And that's the problem.